Life and business feel like an endurance sport.
On the highway and I'm thinking that I love her. On the highway and I'm thinking there ain't no rubber. On the highway with my significant lover.
So it's a drink, come in.
Alright people, it's 5:08. We've already ran just under 6 miles in the hotel gym. It's 3:45 and I'm in the gym. This jet lag is whooping me. We're in New York. I only managed to get 3 miles yesterday, which is super annoying. But I was traveling all day, so it is what it is. That's literally Cadence office across there, so I'm gonna smack the treadmill, try and get at least 30, maybe 35 in today, just to average out it being like 20k a day. So while everyone else was sleeping, I was working. That's how it usually goes. No, I'm joking. We're in the Cadence office gym. We've got Moski with us, Ross. We're gonna do some nice easy miles, and then I've actually got an absolute stack day on calls, so I'm gonna be back to back, but there's some cool interesting ones, so we'll take you through them today.
We are, don't even have to spell it right. They know was a sneak in class, but in my boy's pouch was buying. I'm still here setting the bar. You think I'm still serving pints? Don't you know it's the grand team savior?
22k done. Could run a bit longer, but shitloads to do really. US retail marketing. Got a few run clubs today, and then we got meeting with Bathhouse, cool with Zwift, Brooks. If they're $1 billion brand, they're in my phone, so I'm joking, but low-key I'm not joking. Yeah, so plenty on today. Pulling together like, I guess 4 main points for like brand partnerships, so when the whole team hit tomorrow, I can kind of present my thought process of what partnerships look like for us in the year. And I've kind of narrowed it down to like these 4 main points, which is less is more. Less activations, but we make the moment more special. We show up fully, we create noise, we do something unique, we have boots on the ground, we engage with the community. Ice cream van drop for cream soda can last year, prime example. Everywhere but nowhere. And what that is running cultures everywhere, hydrating and fueling with Cadence. NYC, LA and London being the main communities. Speciality stores, major brands, running communities are putting us on without us even being present. We're in On's gifting box, we're in Nike's gifting box. So we're there, but we're not even there because it's not us even sending the product out. So we're a desirable brand that doesn't need to physically be there. So when we are there, it's special. Alignment over excitement. So every partnership is intentional. We're not chasing maximum exposure all the time. We're chasing maximum alignment. So could we go and be at Super Bowl and put all our time into that? Yeah, fine. But I'm more aligned with London Marathon because that's better alignment, better use for the product, which brings on to the last one, which is function is the forefront. So when we look at partnerships, it's about function. So if we're collaborating with a brand, for example, we're going to collaborate in something that mutually benefits the product. Let's talk about a hydrating vest where Cadence bottles can be in, as an example. So using sleep sachets, well, you know, who would we partner with that on? Probably a brand that focused around sleep, Whoop, someone like that. So they're like the 4 staples. I don't want to overcomplicate it, but that's what we're looking at from brand partnerships. And then I guess kind of the 5th bonus one would be just like premium, right? So just like the best brands in the world is all we want to work with. So trying to get this down in the deck for everyone so they can see it tomorrow and understand it a little bit clearer. We just went down a target to start. Basically, where Cadence is like an emerging market or an emerging product, let's say, which is like modern sports hydration. Sports hydration as a whole, your Gatorades and blah, 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 where it's like 120 milligrams of sodium, full of sugar, full of colorings, with 1,000 ingredients. As sports hydration category, what we're trying to start doing is educating people that that's sports hydration, we're modern sports hydration, and what does that actually mean? So we've just gone down there to shoot some ads to start that education process so people understand our positioning, I guess, and where they can find us in store. So yeah, pretty productive session. Yeah, just back up to the office now. Sweet green, this is my order. Also, this one, robots make it. They made it in about a second. And yeah, I don't know, it blew my mind. We've got romaine base, wild rice, 2 lots of blackened chicken, 1 portion of steak, mushrooms, cucumbers, cabbage, pickled onions, honey barbecue sauce, the reveal. Cheese! Let's try it. Hit it with the honcho bus.
Is that a sweet green cup?
It actually is, yeah, it's their colourway. It's their colourway.
Is it available?
No, never.
Is it one of one?
Yep. Alright, quickly before we move on, one thing I've noticed is that over half of you watching are not subscribing to the channel yet. So please click the subscribe button. In this build, especially towards running 1,200 kilometers in 2 weeks across Greece, things are going to get harder, grittier, they're going to get heavier, and I'd love for you to come along on the journey. So click like, click subscribe, and keep following.
We got
Cadence fuel mix. So this is the new carb powder, ready to mix with electrolytes. 25 grams of carbs, 250 milligrams of sodium, 10 milligrams potassium, magnesium per scoop, 100 calories if you care about the calories as well, 30 in the container. This is going to be a lifesaver for a lot of people. Like, this is the product completer for a lot of people, especially people like me, where I'm going out doing long endurance feats or like long runs where it's just about getting carbs in. You've like graduated from the I'll have a couple gels. You are thinking, right, 90, 100 grams of carbs an hour. You don't want to just do it all off gels. It's a lot easier to drink. So for me, I'd just put 2 scoops in. That's 50 grams. 2 gels in the hour. Cool. I'm at 100 grams. So super excited. The taste is incredible. It's 3:30. We're back on the treadmill. I basically just live on a treadmill now. The reason I do treadmill this early is because I am in the US, so I'm behind on like UK hours and UK staff. So I use this time to just quickly like whiz through emails and chat to people, and then my miles later will be out on the road. But it's a bit hard. It's a bit hard to do that when you're outside running. So I'll just hop on here, get some stuff done. Yeah. Got the new rep numbers kit on. Feels really nice actually, straight off the cuff, but we're gonna run in it, see how it goes. We're doing a last man standing on the treadmill. 20 past 5. Just coming out to 20k already done. Busy day. A lot of the rest of the team are gonna be flying in today. Just been strategizing this morning on like some huge retail launches on the US side of the business, which is obviously, I've been in the UK for a long time, but a lot of the team are coming over here and we're learning more about this side, and we're just been strategizing on like influencer marketing and getting content pumping. And do you go velocity and thousands of creators? Do you knuckle in on a few big ones and gamble? And I think we're gonna get our heads down on that today. It's a bit of a priority between us. Yeah, so we're gonna wrap up. Probably honestly be at the desk by like just after 6. Another day living the dream. Alright guys, you ain't seen me for the last couple of days. It's been a bit hectic. We've been juggling training, business, so much on. So gonna kind of fill you in on what the last few days have looked like. Mileage training has still been high. Honestly, I've been running by 3:30 a.m. every morning this week. Make sure I can get the mileage in that I need. It's been tough, to be honest, but we got it done. So I'm so tired. I could have just longed it off. But now every session I'm like, alright, well, I'm not gonna do that in Greece, no, so just get up and fucking get on with it, honestly. And on top of that, we've had the whole team from Cadence in the office talking strategy, figuring out where we're going as a brand this year, what our priorities are. But it's been cool because you're used to chatting to people on calls, or you're kind of secluded to your part of the business. For me, that's like brand, it's partnerships. To be honest, it's the sick stuff. And then you have the ops come in and finance and product team, and you realize how broader it is, and also everything that you do, the ripple effect impact that it has into other departments, whether that's like allocating 10,000 gels to a pop-up, or honestly, it has been an enduring few days. it's not just the running. If anything, that's out of the way with by 6 a.m. But just goes back to the point that the point I've been saying recently of like, business is an endurance sport, and it's like how far you're willing to go and how, you know, successful you want to be is honestly down to how much you're willing to endure. You know, I used to think I was busy and optimized in my old company, and now I'm like, my work rate is just on another level. Honestly, I'm looking at my calendar for 15-minute windows, half-hour windows, you know, just completely like optimizing time and trying to get the most out of every day. And, you know, it is a lot. It gets tiring. It's two very different like tired's. You have your physical tired of getting out of bed and putting your feet on the floor and doing a simple task like running, and then you have this mental endurance of like having to be creative and think of new ideas and solve problems and put fires out and, you know, think strategy. So it's been a very full-on week so far in New York. Honestly, just eye-opening. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work to be done in both avenues for both things that I'm trying to achieve in my life. One of them is this run across Greece and my future and what I want to achieve in running, my rab later in the year, stuff like that, and then helping build and scale Cadence to be a multi-100 million pound company. So we're feeling the heat, but we're equipped for it. Like, you know, I saw a great quote before that says we're firefighters, you live in the heat. So yeah, we're getting a nice tan, that's all I can say. Alright guys, we're back home, we're back in London. For how long, who knows? But yeah, super productive 2 weeks in the US. I've already hit a nice 20k run this morning. Building towards this 1200 kilometer run across Greece isn't easy. Things are ramping up, it's getting tougher, the mileage is going up. So please like and subscribe to follow the journey. All the support means a lot. It enables me to keep investing in this channel, and I really love sharing more behind the scenes of my life with you guys other than just what's on my Instagram. So appreciate you all. Next week, we've got some exciting stuff on the event side, and I'm going to be sharing with you some of my secrets and tips into how I get to work with my favorite brands. So see you next week.